Okay, welcome everyone. Yet another Vintage Cube video here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for being here. We're looking at a pack without power, so we're going to have an interesting choice. I like that a lot. I see a Traxa. Pretty nice card. You can either reanimate it, you can show and tell it, you can sneak it, you can natural order it. Very, very flexible. Fatty. I see Source of Plowshares. Just like, you can never really go wrong with Source of Plowshares. 1 mana, get whatever out of here. That's pretty sick. After that, there's a big drop off to Watergrave, and yeah, then a bunch of filler. I'm gonna lead on Source to Plowshares here. It's tough to say whether Thraben will come back or Staff, I guess. So for now, I'm just taking the Plow. I'm fine playing, main white with Plow. I'm fine splashing it. So yeah, decent start. Not gonna complain about that. Okay, this is cool. We have an actual I guess close choice here. We have Necromancy. We have Mind Twist. We have Giver Runes. So Giver Runes we can stay on color, but I don't think that holds that much value. If it was a Mother of Runes, however, you could probably convince me. Okay, I'll try and check this Mind Twist, and then I don't have to be black-white. These two cards are both like good to splash, but yeah, let's pick up that. It's a bit sad I'm passing the Scrubland, but it is what it is. All right, what do we have here? We have a black-white duel. That's not bad. Black-white duel helps my first 2 picks. What else I can do is go something like Avacyn's Pilgrim. So funnily enough, let's say I end up green-black, splash Plow. That's like the perfect mana dork. But I think I'm just supposed to take the backstreet. The backstreet helps these 2 cards. I guess Mana Leak is the best card in the pack. If that's anything to go about. Maybe that's a good... Maybe I'm supposed to take Mana Leak. And then see what direction I'm going. Maybe Mana Leak is too strong to take over a tap duel. I like this. Okay, so now we have another good duel for the deck. Casts... if I'm main blue, cast the Plow. If I'm main white, cast the Leak. Yeah, okay. Other than the archive, what else do we have here? Some decent green cards. I mean, I like Oddity, I like Ent. Decent red card in Chandra, but yeah, other than that, pretty weak pack. Not anything to write home about. Okay, here is probably the first like tough choice. For me, this is between Memory Lapse and Parallax Wave. So do I believe I'm going to be heavy white? If so, I think Parallax Wave is pretty awesome. If not, I mean, Memory Lapse is just so strong with Mana Leak. Just having a few 2-mana counters. Okay, I'll take Memory Lapse. Let's see if I instantly regret it. What are we looking at here? There's an Undercity Sewer, so I'm probably going to take that because of Mind Twist. Triland is almost there. Okay, let's take this. This pack is a bit tougher. I don't really like the Painland when I'm trying to splash. Could go for Life Death, but I already passed Necromancy and Atraxa, so it's kind of not the best. Woe Strider, very mediocre mid-range card. Maybe I take Elspeth, but that's kind of the same. Try and be blue-white, splash Mind Twist. Let's try that, see if that can work. There's a Dam, which is a 4-mana Wrath. I can also take Speculate on Doomsday. Speculate on Doomsday, or take the Dam. Okay, I think taking the Dam is more, let's call it realistic. Because if I'm like blue-white splash Mind Twist, that's pretty cool. Okay, so the Thraben Inspector got taken. Now we have Consider or Staff. Consider or Staff. I'm not convinced we can get like a good Staff deck. Consider is always decent. Huh, wow. So Giver's here, but so is Scrubland. What if I take Giver and I go like blue-white creatures? The land is too strong, I think. Okay, so it seems like white creatures that's open, right? So I think we might have to look into that. Talia is kind of bad with my blue cards, though. Maybe I just take Selfless Spirit. Here I can take Winds of Abandon or Graveyard Hate. I think Winds of Abandon is just fine. Okay, so probably I don't play the Dam. Samwise is not horrible. So right now you should see this deck as hopefully blue-white tempo-ish. Okay, figure is not terrible. Blue-white tempo-ish / Mind Twist. I mean, it could even be like with double splashes. Main white, splash the counters, splash the Mind Twist. I mean, consider doesn't really do anything. I took it because I thought I was going in like control direction with, you know, maybe I pick up a Snapcaster, maybe I pick up a Delve spell, stuff like that. Okay. This is not bad. I have two blue splashes, two blue splash lands, two black ones. Nice pack. So I'm obviously going to take Black Lotus. We also have of awesome cards. I wouldn't be sad about first picking Theolingus, Flash, Lelia. I mean, I'm hoping to wield Glimmerlens. I really like that card. Okay, Black Lotus. That helps all decks, so I like that a lot. Yeah, let's add Black Lotus to the fold and see if we can keep it up. So for me here, if I'm playing like white aggro, I really enjoy Smuggler's Copter. I think that card is awesome. Evasive damage, a little bit of selection. And then maybe we can wield a Relic Warder. Yeah, it's not... Or Vindicate, I guess. Also, Samwise is very good with Lotus. Yeah, pretty strong, pretty strong. So funnily enough, the counters are actually very strong in this deck. But if I have to run like too many islands, they can be kind of bad. So I'm hoping to get, you know, some, you know, fetches and just have enough sources without speculating on like too many bad lands in my mana base. Huh, this pack has some cards for me. I like Usher. Like the 1-drops are just like bread and butter for me. I like Legionnaire. The Restoration I would also play. So the question is, if I go Legionnaire, can I then wield the Usher? Because Legionnaire does go in any aggressive deck or any artifact deck, I guess. So let's see what's going to get taken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think I can wield the Usher. I'm a big boy. Sometimes making sure you get 2 cards out of a pack can be quite strong when you're playing, like, let's call it an underpowered strategy to begin with. Oof, this is good. This is good. I mean, I love the Tundra, but oof, love Adversary and Skullclamp as well. Maybe we can wield the Adversary. I think this is like the perfect spot to get a land for the deck. Lower the chance that I'm going to register islands. Or maybe I'm okay registering islands if I get like interesting cards like Cryptic Code and Teferi. Maybe it's Cryptic Code. Unblockable rather. Good creature to pressure the opponent. Okay, I'll try that over Teferi. Cool booster. There's Dismember and Blade Splicer. I think Dismember is more unique. Like the removal is just so good, and you know, 3 and 4 drops are kind of replaceable at times, I would say. I think these are back on the menu, definitely. All right, this is a cool. I like Wandering Emperor. It's one of the best 4 drops. Funnily enough, Rafine is very, very strong if I can cast it turn 3. I think it's a bit too much to ask on the mana. I would rather not gamble. Celestial Colonnade, very strong. Prismatic Ending and Mastermind, medium. Let's take Celestial Colonnade. We did wield the Glimmerlens. Love to see that. Let's see if we can wield the other cards we talked about. I like the Relic Warder a decent amount. I think I was trying to wheel an Usher in this pack or the next. So this is basically shaping up to be, yeah, blue-white tempo with as few islands as possible. Blue-white tempo / Mind Twist. I can randomly get the Black Lotus plus Mind Twist and blow my opponent out. That's kind of cool. So funnily enough, when you look at the numbers, I only have 5 creatures, but I have some walkers and cryptic code and stuff, so and even copter, so I don't really have 5 creatures, but yeah, that's a lot of context. Magic is a complicated game for sure. As always, hope you're having a great day, enjoying the content. Yeah, it means a lot that there's an audience for when I play Magic. It's pretty cool to think about, right? I'm just a random player playing Magic, talking about it, enjoying life. It's cool. Let's see how we can finish this pack 2. I'm really happy with the amount of fixing I've gotten. It's a bit worrying with 3 tap lands, but that's fine. How many blue? We already have 4 blue and a Lotus. That's pretty strong. Okay, we did wield the Usher, even the Restoration, but I'm going to go for the Usher here. Ooh, even Adversary. Okay. Adversary is a 2-drop. I like it much more as a 4-drop on the curve, though, but definitely, yeah, this is cool. Like, I can take some liberties and, like, draft, hopefully, like, 2 more duels, maybe? That would be pretty awesome. Undecided if I play the Paragon. I guess I have a Lotus. Wow, even Blade Splicer. Huh. And Raffine. I might play Raffine, but let's see about the mana situation in the end. Also, white is just so open that I don't even need additional colors to round out my deck. Okay, what do we have here? Looks like one of the better packs. I have Strip Mine, great in any deck, especially aggressive decks. I have Mana Vault, awesome in any deck, can power out some stuff. Although this might not be the best Mana Vault deck aside from Mind Twist. I have Underground Sea to bolster my black, but the absolute best reason to want black mana in the first place is here. Like Orcish Bowmasters, I think it's too strong to pass here. Let's take that card. Now, I only have 2 black sources, so I will need at least 1 more, and I would really like 2 more. Huh. Yeah, another great pack. I'm not going to take Demonic Tutor, I can tell you that much. Creeping Tar Pit might be the pick. Yeah, let's take Creeping Tar Pit. Now I have 4 tap lands, but it's a good cost, let me put it that way. Eagles of the North basically solidifies my mana. Okay, let's take Eagles. I took it over Adeline. Very, very strong card, but it looks like it's worth, working a little bit of my mana. I mean, right now, I almost have a full deck. If I add 10 lands here, yeah, I mean, I just have a full deck. So cuts need to be made. I mean, I can cut stuff like Elspeth. It's not that great. Let's see. That also means we can... I think I'll focus on, if possible, focus on 1-drops and my mana base situation. Fetches, very high regard, 1-drops. Because I think I'm there on unplayables almost. Let's see. Sideboard options, I have the Dam. Guess that could come in at some point. So this is Revoker versus Apparition. I'm going to go for Skyclave Apparition. I really like that card. It is an upgrade. I might not stress my mana so much, but Raffine is actually... Raffine is pretty sick. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I mean, Relic Warder could be upgraded. Knight Errant could be upgraded. Maybe Winds of Abandon goes to the sideboard in a perfect world where I get some good quality white cards at the end of pack 3. Yeah, I think this draft was kind of complicated. Let's see, what did I start out with? I'm trying to think. It wasn't... It was Swords. Okay. Swords to Plowshares, Mind Twist. I can't remember if I didn't take the black-white land. And then, yeah, white was just open. I mean, what can you do? Will I play Mystic Confluence? It is by far the best card. Maybe I just take it because I might. I think it's better than Winds of Abandon if I have enough blue sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But let's see. Maybe the double blue is too rough. Maybe double blue is too rough. Yeah, cool deck. Cool deck for sure. The thing about Sarah Paragon is it's pretty good with Black Lotus, but it's not like insane. It's pretty good with Black Lotus, and it's like a good grindy card. You can argue it's because of Black Lotus, it's better than Elspeth. That's fine. Having ways to replay Black Lotus is always a good strategy. So right now I'm looking at adding. Yeah, I think I'm only looking at upgrades. I think I'm okay just running 16 lands, Eagle and Lotus. Okay, so I think Elite Spellbinder is an upgrade. I'm not too big on the Bodyguard. You have to have like some super important card you want to protect, I think, for it to be worth it. Otherwise, like, it's just a 1/1. Flicker Wisp is cool, but yeah, Flicker Wisp, let's see. Flicker Wisp is good with Coat, Blade Splicer, Emperor, Bowmasters. Can kill tokens on the other side. Yeah, I think it's too good to pass. I like the Oust. So we're getting pretty good options here. Maybe that's too much for the mana. We can get rid of that card. Something like Relic Border can be sideboard. I'm not sure about the Confluence. That's maybe going to be my next cut, but let's see. It looks like we didn't get any fetches this draft, which is, yeah. Ooh, we wield Underground Sea. That's crazy. Okay, let's upgrade our mana for sure. I mean, even Spellqueller would be a good card. Okay. And the Seasoned Hollowblade as well. I like that 2-drop. Actually, all of these cards are decent. Yeah, I just like the most aggressive 2-drop. Sometimes I just want to kill my opponent. Even Adeline here. What on earth is going on? Okay, now I don't think we play Mystic Confluence. I might even cut Mind Twist now, because now my deck actually wants to be as low to the ground as possible. Even take Revoker. Wow, this is absurd. So, okay, let's see. There's a lot of tap lands. I'm wondering, am I just supposed to play no blue? No, that can't be right. The counter spells are just so good when people are trying to go broken. Maybe I can run. Oh, there's a lot of tap lands. Okay, I mean, I don't know what to cut here. This is just good options on good options. Let's see, if I add 7, I have 14, 15. So maybe I have to make at least one cut. Like the removal, like the creatures, the Black Lotus synergies are maybe on the chopping block. They can come in a grind matchup. What if I cut those cards? Is that insane? These add 9 lands. That's 16 lands and an Eagle and a Lotus. How many blue do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue already. That's pretty sweet. 7 with the Eagle. How much black do I have already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe I just do like this. One of each basic aside from the plains. Call it a day. I think this looks super awesome. I'm not sure about the Samwise and the Paragon. Please let me know if I'm misinterpreting like their value. Right now, I think I want them in like when it's matchups. I know I'm gonna trade resources. I'm gonna want those cards. But I think for game 1, I like what I have here. Okay, pretty sweet white deck. We ended up with a light black splash of Bowmasters and a a bit bigger splash for Cryptic Code and a couple of counters. This should be fun. See you guys for the matches. Okay, let's play some Magic the Gathering. But not with this hand, I guess. 7 spells, easy mulligan. Easy keep. Let's see. We go turn 1 tap land, turn 2. Looks like Figure of Destiny could be very, very slow and bad and hard to activate. So let's get rid of that card. Yeah, the tap lands, it's not ideal. They do help with severely better, card quality, but it's really not my favorite to run tap lands in decks like this. But it's fine. Thankfully, we don't have like a million 1-drops. Let's see. The opponent is also in the market for tap lands. I'm gonna lose one of my creature. Okay. So the opponent's trying to protect whatever they're playing next. Let's play Usher. Play the land they know. Get in for 2. It's kind of scary, mulliganing, getting discarded. Oh, we're getting toxic. Ruh-roh. -1/-1. Yeah, that sucks. So let's see. Maybe I'm not supposed to play out the land. Let's say I draw like a 3-drop creature. Want to play that, crew the copter, maybe loot away the land. Yeah, so I mulliganed. The opponent 2 for 1 me with toxic. This is not good. Shark getting out of here for now. I mean, the opponent's playing to get next turn, so this doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Oof, Tundra. Very bad draw. I'm playing out my lands because I'm so close to activating Colonnade. Shark hits the field once more. Bowmaster. Let's see if that does anything. Harvester. Okay. The dream is that the opponent activates blood right away. Okay, so the opponent with no spot removal. So no attack. Dismember is not a bad card. I wonder how to play with that Dismember. What if I... feel like I try and kill that shark on the opponent's upkeep, but I'm really not sure. Okay, that worked. That's not nothing. So if the opponent attacks, I think I'm willing to play the Bowmaster, screw the Copter, and trade. Is that viable? I think it's fine. Okay, so I have to sacrifice a non-token creature. The opponent could have responded to my crewing, though. I think I'm supposed to sacrifice this. Not sure about that. Okay. Ophiomancer. That card can be super annoying. The opponent gets a Death Toucher. I draw Plow. That's a good draw. So now I can go attack and still hold up plow. Maybe that's the move. Unsure what I'm looking to plow, actually. Because if they start to try and press the advantage with Tar Pit, I might have to kill that card off. Let's see. I'm actually going to go for the double block on Ophio here. The opponent does anything before damage. They don't. I think I should plow that card. It's so tough. Because I'm so behind on resources. The opponent has 4 cards in hand and they don't attack the Tar Pit. Like, this is just over. I feel so sad to play out those games where it's just over. But you kind of have to see if you can, draw the nuts or the opposite. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we got destroyed that game. Sweeper is very good to know about. So I like the grindy cards here. Like that card. Like Samwise. So basically in a matchup like this, I think it's correct to cut stuff that are, just creatures. I don't think a card like Ghost is that good either. What else are we cutting here? What else are we cutting here? Something that is just a creature. The good thing is we actually have pretty good card quality. You can cut the Revoker, that's fine. Ooh, the Mind Twist should definitely get in there as well. Toxic Deluge. Okay, I'll try and cut Figure of Destiny, but maybe that's bad. That card can get good over the course of the game. It is a big mana requirement. I'll try and cut the Figure here. Not sure. Okay, this hand is definitely fine. If I can go turn 2 Copter, turn 3 start doing stuff. I have all my 3 colors. That's kind of cool. My deck has both Scrubland and Tundra, so the Eagle is pretty nice in this deck. Scrubland, not a very good draw. Let's just get the Copter in there so that all creatures are relevant and can crew it. Also, Copter is pretty good against mass removal. It stays in play, so yeah, pretty good against sorceries in general. So let's go play Underground Sea. I don't want to get dazed, that's the reason. The downside is I can draw a white card, like a white 1-drop, but I only have 1, I believe. Through the Copter, let's see if we get snuffed. No snuff out. I would probably have sacked. I'm not sure, actually. We can easily discard a Plains here. Get in for 3, pass the turn. Drawing the Emperor is pretty cool. I have my white, second white and 4th land on time, so... And it's a flash card, so I can hold up Memory Lapse, this and that. Like, that's not bad. Let's see what Mr. Grixis is doing here. Lurrus. Lurrus is a good one. A little bit of lifelink, a little bit of grind for later, potentially. Let's cycle Eagle. I'll just get Tundra, I think. Yeah, Tundra's fine here. Flicker Wisp. I don't believe that card does anything right now. What it does is I can play that card out, crew with that, and get in for more damage. Is that good? No, I think this is okay. So let's crew the Copter, most likely discard the Plains. Definitely discard the Plains. So right now I'm not getting anywhere on damage, but hopefully I can, by holding up the counter, set up a good situation, or use the Emperor. Pretty cool to have the blue counter spells alongside some flashy threats. The bad news is the opponent doesn't have to do anything. They can just lean back. Okay, they don't. That's cool. So they want to get rid of a creature or artifact. Creature or artifact. I could just counter this card. But I kind of want the Flicker Wisp. Maybe I can go Memory Lapse. The card doesn't seem very good next turn because I can play out the Flicker Wisp. I can make sure I don't have Artifact or creature in hand, right? So that would probably mean that I jam Flicker Wisp on my turn. I target a land to kind of have, oh, Time Walk. Yeah, we can't let that happen, buddy. Can't let that happen. So let's see here. I draw another creature, which is a bit annoying. So I might need to play out one of the creatures, crew, and then discard the other to the loot ability to make sure that that discard spell doesn't do anything. Question is, which is better? It's probably the lifelinker, though, or the Lord, I guess you can call it. Let's go Lord. Pay 2 mana. Everybody's bigger. Crew with what I just played. And let's not draw a creature. It's so funny. Okay, so discard that. Hopefully my opponent thinks I have discarded my last creature to make that discard spell bad and they do something else. But I'm also ready to get oiled, so to speak. Okay. The opponent goes looking. They don't like the Force of Will. And they get to take the Flicker Wisp, which is what it is. So hopefully now the opponent cannot attack with Luris. Yeah, they're losing to the Emperor and in the air and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So we managed to grind down the opposition here, sneaking in the Copter, having a random creature to crew it, play a little bit on instant speed, and then take it down with the Emperor. Okay. That's definitely awesome. Still think I like all of these cards. Like, this deck has very high card quality, especially in lists. You can argue that a card like Usher isn't very likely to, get there or be a difference maker. What if I cut Usher for something like Raffine, which is a bit harder to kill, accumulates value, etc. I think maybe like longevity and, durability is the name of the game. That's how I grind out the opponent. Let's try. Ooh. Yeah, I think I have to keep this hand. I'm not too happy about having 4 lands and not even all of my 3 colors. I'm not happy about getting my Bowmaster taken here either. So basically, the next land I draw, yeah, this is bad. Okay, this might be just a repeat of game 1 where our individual card quality is too bad, and we have just too many lands. Adversary is not terrible. But yeah, we needed one of these to be blue. To be competitive, I think. Ishran's Prodigy gets activated. Ragavan hits the bin. It's always interesting when you play Ragavan off the splash, because it's not really good unless you have it early. Okay. Guess we take that. Guess we take that as well. I want to play out a 3-1 here. I think that's how you play. Opponent takes 2. I do have to think a little bit about Toxic Deluge, and then my opponent doesn't set up a turn where they go flip the Jace, sweep me. But having drawn 6 lands, it's unclear if I can play around that. I guess the Hollow Vitor card on top of my deck, can't remember the name. I guess that card will tell us that story, more or less. Pretty insane Toxic gets around Selfless Spirit activation. That is very awesome. Here's the Toxic Deluge. Oh yeah, I only had 1 toughness, so the Jace even sticks in play. That's awesome. I'll go for Elite Spellbinder. Let's see what the opponent is working with. Oh. I guess I just make the Edict more expensive. I think that's fine. Tough hand to beat. Edict is good. The opponent has access to 1 more Edict. The opponent has access to an extra Toxic Deluge out of the yard soon. The opponent is... They keep trying to take cards off the deck, get closer to Shelldog activation. This is bad. I need to draw some of my my grindy sideboard cards. The opponent flips the Jace. They can just go minus the Elite Spellbinder, keep the Walker in play, hang tight. Let's see what this is. Unearthing the Ragavan. Yeah, why not? Spellbinder becomes smaller. Glimmerlens is a decent draw. I think what I want here is Cryptic Coat. I play around Miscalculation, which is the last card in the opponent's hand. Okay, that's funny. I actually have a reasonable card under there. I don't even know if I'm attacking here. Maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm supposed to pressure that card. I think the opponent will cycle Miscalculation end of turn. Fairly sure about that. Cycle, Miscalculation. Land. I'm going to trade off here. I wish I could flip it. How does that work? Ooh, that's pretty awesome. I could even pay for Rection mana through Cryptic Coat. That's awesome. I didn't think that was possible. And then the opponent goes Toxic, which is reasonable, I think. We're trying to grind down the Jace. So Toxic for 1. I still have the Cryptic Coat. That card is very strong. And there's a Gut, which I'm not too scared about, because the opponent kind of needs to be the aggressor for that card to be any good. So Mana Leak. That might be strong. So now I can go Glimmerlens, hold up Mana Leak. Return cryptic code to hand. That's not bad. The opponent is getting dangerously close to what was I about to say? Sheldon Isle. Yeah, that's the one. Which is something I have to worry a little bit about, because Mana Leak is not going to help against that card, most likely, unless the opponent also does something else. At which point I might be just in trouble overall. My card gets smaller. Let's see if the opponent found something to sacrifice to gut. That would actually be bad for me. Wow. So, oh, 3 permanent cards. I thought it was the full amount. Okay, so let's see. Look at the top 3. Sure. So the dream is the opponent finds like a great card here. I guess the dream is they don't. Umasa's GT. I can't beat that card, so let's Mana Leak that. The opponent could have a counter under Shelldog. That would be brutal. They don't. Okay. Gut attacking. That's fine. And let's see. Draw 3. Nice. So the opponent should have gone for that before, because they could draw like 1 mana thing to sacrifice to gut, but we take that. Mind Twist is not a bad one. Let's twist my opponent for 2. I'm hitting Time Walk. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything. The Rebel is an O2. I need to return the... I need my opponent to not draw a whole lot, because this will just spiral. Just imagine the opponent draws something. That is like the best draw of the deck. Because that card not only replaces itself, it also sacrifices to gut, and now all of a sudden the opponent has Time Walk out of the yard. Yeah, that just exploded. I feel like the opponent just made a mistake here. But maybe they'll be fine. Huh. Okay, I mean, the opponent could have just crushed me there with Time Walk, I feel like. Smuggler's Copter. Cryptic Coat. Carpet. Copter. Pass. I should be losing this, like, super handily. Let's see. The opponent can go Time Walk. Yeah. Yeah, this is just super over. Gut and Ophiomancer will crush me here. Good games. We got severely destroyed. Yeah, that was just cool. Like, cool Grixis deck. A lot of decisions. That was cool. We kind of showcased the fact that if my initial aggression doesn't, put the opponent on a lot of pressure, you can just lose to, like, oh, here's a draw 3, here's another draw 3, here's a walker, here's double sweeper. So, I mean, it's not a big surprise that the white deck lost to those cards. Let's see if we can dodge a similar situation and get some wins on the board. See you for the next match. All right, round 2 is here. I'm playing my white deck with splashes. I'm on the play. I like this hand. I can go turn 1, tap land, start curving some stuff. I don't want the sewers. I think that's not ambitious enough to take lane number 5 in that spot. Okay. I mean, Scrubland is a card I want at some point if I want to draw like Orcish Bowmasters at any time, but right now the land spell ratio is really what's killing me here. Carry edit, that's fine. I think I want my very bad draw, fortunately. I think I want my Adeline in play and just hope to kind of ride that to victory. That means I'm going to be shields down next turn. But if my opponent doesn't do anything great there, then all of a sudden the memory lapse represents like a lot of damage, time walk territory, I would say. The opponent can freely block the human, but the human will stay in play and help my Adeline later. Yeah, I'm trying to dodge like a big haymaker now. I might have a chance here if I dodge disaster. That card is good. I expect my opponent to make a 1/1 though. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the trade. Then the Grist is gonna die. I don't have an Adeline, fair enough, but I still have some power. I have a memory lapse. The opponent might be too scared of letting the Adeline attack. Making more 1/1s, etc. Pretty annoying. Also, funnily enough, I have like a terrible hand, so I don't mind. I don't mind discarding for Hellblade. Okay, so the opponent sacrificed Caryatid, and the Grist is gonna die, but they got rid of Adeline. That's okay. That's a cool draw. Not sure I want it now though. So now let's go attack Grist, attack opponent. So let's say they have something like Pyrokinesis, kind of blow them out with Memory Lapse, so I'm fine just attacking one creature on Grist. No such thing. So now I'm in a position where, hopefully, I can Skyclave their next play and then Memory Lapse their second play while I'm attacking for damage. That's the dream. So that card resolves. That's the one I'm killing with Skyclave. So let's play like that, like that. Play Aberration. Target the Ooze. Opponent's gonna gain a life in response. That's totally fine. I attack for 4. Opponent's at 11. I have a Memory Lapse for their next play. Then I'm gonna attack for 6. Put them to 5. I can even Emperor there. Yeah, this is I like this situation. Bad stuff can still happen, but I like this situation. Sneak attack. Ooh. We can't let that happen, I feel like. So let's try again. We build our own time walk. Now I think the Emperor is just hopefully removal for something very scary. The opponent's at 4. The opponent's at 3. Let's see what that sneak attack. So let's take a guess here. What could this be? That's going to help the opponent. So stuff like Emrakul doesn't do anything. I have a good one. I think it's Whirlspine Worm, the one that makes 3 5/5s. Oh no! I waited too long. We didn't get to see it. That's too funny. But the opponent didn't see my Emperor, I guess. So that's a fun one. Okay. Ooh, sneak attack. Sneak attack out of a green X deck. So Revoker can name sneak attack. Note to self. Oust might not be that strong. Counters are good. All the good aggressive cards are good. I can consider the Mystic Confluence. If I get into a similar spot, that card is insane. I actually want the cheap, like the aggressive stuff here. Maybe the grind with Blade Splicer isn't as good. I could also see a card like Cryptic Coat. Yeah, that's like a grind card. Okay. And so then I add the Mind Twist, and I'm happy, I think. So I cut Cryptic Coat and Oust, because cheap creatures, like clearing the way, not that important. Grinding, not that important. disrupting the opponent with Mind Twist and Mystic Confluence. Very important. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Turn 1, Usher. Draw any land. I can kind of get Lens going. I can even plow in the meantime. This is a very, very tempting one-lander. Turn, like, if I find a land in top 2, this hand is actually great. And if it's the 3rd card down, I think it's acceptable. I think that's the, what's it called? That's the tiebreaker. If I'm accepting it, 3rd card down. Let's play Usher, break on the first one. Opponent goes turn 1 Fast Bond. I guess they just drew the Ravine. That's not a land. Okay. So now we kind of need to draw it next time, or I don't have much hope. Yeah, it was too tempting. The Usher plus Glimmer Lens, like, getting me into the game. Play Adeline, clear the way. Wheel of Fortune, that is a good card. It's funny, the opponent's hand must be very bad, because they obviously know I have a very bad hand. Yeah. Let's draw 7 freshies. There's a Black Lotus, so we can kind of make up for missing our land drop, maybe? Hierarch? Cool. What is this? Some X-Spell? Nope. Scavenging Ooze. Okay. So, sadly enough, I might have to kill that Scavenging Ooze. Let's go for Scrubland. So I'm cracking a Black Lotus. Yeah, it's kind of horrible, but I guess it's better than not playing Magic, which was what I was looking to do, or not do, rather, before the wheel, so, yeah. Holding a Mana Leak. It's not exciting, because I don't activate. I don't play anything out, so it's just so obvious what I'm working with here. The good thing is the opponent only saw Memory Lapse the previous game, so they might just say, okay, I'll back-to-back my Haymaker and, like, force you... Yeah, just force you to play the Memory Lapse, and then... Oh, yeah, Leovold is good. Leovold is very good. I kind of have to Mana Leak no matter what comes now. Let's Mana Leak that. My opponent's on 2 cards left in hand. They know about the Scrubland. Mostly a note to myself. So let's play Selfless Spirit, Figure of Destiny. So now my plan becomes Flyers, I guess? Flyers and white mana. I love this artwork, by the way. I looked at it recently, and it's like, so first it's a Kithkin, then it becomes the Spirit, like, to the top left of the Kithkin, and then in the end it's like the Avatar, like the big red one, and it's like a level up card. Some of the designs on the card, it's insane. Like, just look at this card. It's like an elf advisor sitting at up in his tower at a table, and he's like, yeah, let's make a deal. So if you get to do all of this stuff, I get to draw a card every time, so you can't kind of have to pay the toll. And then he has his little box there on the right. Like, it's beautiful. Like, just look at the flavor text. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement. It's yeah, it's a Game of Thrones vibes, I would say. Super awesome. But let's see what the opponent has up their sleeve here. We might get utterly destroyed. Wheel of Fortune Leovold, Mere Battlesphere Woodfall Primus. So some kind of big junt splash Leovold, sneaky style. It's a cool deck. It's good to know about that the opponent has like small mana dorks. I might bring the Oust back in. Not totally sure about that though. I still have Dismember and Plow and Bowmasters for the small guys. Kind of funny. I missed my second land drop, got wheeled through Black Lotus, and now I'm kind of in the game. 4. Natural order, okay. Fair enough. Notice when I said I was kind of in the game. This is what I was referring to. So with Woodfall Primus gone, I'm crossing my fingers here. This could be one of the least impressive natural orders of all time. Sometimes you just play natural order and then your best card is like Hawkla, whatever. Okay, this is cool. Like, obviously, when you pay 4 for order and you find a 3-drop, it's not like super impressive, but it might still do the trick. My opponent makes an insect. Let's see, what can I draw here? The problem is my deck is like slow and steady. I don't have any, I guess, like Parallax Wave or Winds of Abandon in the deck. I have Winds of Abandon in my sideboard, I believe. Hooting Mandrills. I really like the Delve cards. I haven't figured out like what the purpose of all the other graveyard stuff is yet, but I like Gurmag Angler, Hooting Mandrill, stuff like that. Those are just like Tarmogoyf-ish cards. Yeah, this is horrible. So maybe just level up that, attack the Grist for 2 in the air. The thing is, now my opponent can start attacking me. They even have Ravine, etc. So it's just a lot of damage. Just imagine they send Hooting Mandrills and Ravine. What am I going to do about that? Just going to die after like 3 hits? And funnily enough, the swamp and the island makes it so that I can't make my figure into a 6/6, 8/8, sorry. I can't make it into an 8/8 in time. That's how it is. Like Figure of Destiny, when you play more than planes, it's always a downside. I think about it every time, but I often find myself in spots where the card quality is simply too much to pass up on, and then it's just like a concession you have to make. Okay, the opponent does not want to send the land, which is bad news for me because that means they have something better to do. Yeah, I like this. The opponent just cashing in the Grist. Oh, killing that one to get a 2/2. Get a 2/2. I think that's fine. Maybe the opponent thinks they're getting back the actual ooze. That's like super normal. I've seen like the Fiend Hunter thing, right? Okay. Now I have a 4/4. I attack in the air. Pass. I'm sad about my mana base here. At least when I'm like super flooded. So funnily enough, yeah, I missed my land drop into having infinite lands. That's kind of funny. Yeah, if I was just able to make this an 8/8 next turn, I actually had a serious shot at this game. But in that case, I wouldn't have Mana Leak and Memory Lapse in my deck, etc. So it's not really a serious scenario. 5 more damage. So what do I have? I have Mystic Confluence, actually. That would be awesome. Mystic Confluence, por favor. I guess not. Let's attack with Selfless Spirit. Yeah, funnily enough, I don't know why the opponent's not attacking with land. Maybe they forgot that Ignoble Hierarch is a red source. That actually, I think that's possible. Opponent cycles. Soul Cauldron. I have to read that card. You may spend mana as though it were mana any color to activate. Sure. Creatures you control with a +1/+1 counter on it, which is nothing right now. Okay, so if my opponent activates and removes Grist from the graveyard, they can turn one of their creatures into a Grist, I believe. Let's see if that's how it works. Opponent attacks for 5 once more. Okay. Opponent attacks for 6. That is not good. I have nothing to do here, right? 5. Nope. Revoker. So funnily enough, I'm 1 mana short of being able to cast Revoker and grow the figure. If I was able to do that, I could attack my opponent down to 10 with Spirit, make this an 8/8, survive, next turn attack for the last 10 in the air. I think I have to pass the... Oh, wait a minute. If I attack here... Block... Yeah, I'm just dead here. Okay. That was a funny game. Like, this is the same game where I kept the one-lander. We actually got to play some Magic. That's kind of cool. So the opponent showed a lot of stuff. I might want the oust back. Let's see. There's something to be said that the opponent is playing out their hand pretty quickly, so Mind Twist might not be that great, but I think it's too good to... cut. I'll just keep the deck like it is. Come on, baby. Let's not get O2'd. Okay, I like this hand. And go turn 1 creature, turn 2 Copter, and then start crewing, turn 3, develop tap land, hold up Leak. Okay. This is not bad. The tap lane is not looking super strong here, but it's not that bad because it's so obvious I can go 1-drop into 2-drop, then tap lane and hold up another 2-drop, so... And that's like a good spot to play it out turn 3. So the dream is that the opponent does not do anything crazy this turn. This turn cycle, rather. And that I get to mana leak something juicy while attacking with Copter and developing my second blue, building towards Confluence, which looks to be the case. Let's crew. Plow is a good one. Let's discard the planes. Tap land, as we discussed. No activation, which is going to tip off my opponent, but I think it's okay as long as I'm in good shape here. Evolve? No. That card is fine. I can plow that card. That's actually very, very good for me that I can trade with that card in another way than Mana Leak. Okay. Wait. So now we might abandon the Mystic Confluence to get on the board like this. So I go Seasoned. I mean, we only abandon the Confluence if we draw like a great card, right? So now I can get in for 5. Yes, please. Figure of Destiny versus Confluence. Actually, not a easy decision. But I am gonna discard the figure because as long as I have the Copter, If I draw land, I'm going to be very happy with having Confluence. If I don't, I can always like discard it. So the flexibility of Copter allows me to play like this. Also, once more, I don't want to play Figure. I don't want to activate Usher. What is the opponent going to think here? The good thing is, yeah, let's just stop that. I mean, I'm attacking for so much damage that I like doing that. Land. That's not a land, but it's a very good magic card. So I feel like I play that out through the Copter. Get in for a bunch. Ask my opponent. Okay. Yeah, this hand was kind of absurd. I got to... The opponent didn't have a fast draw. I got to 1 for 1 a few times, and then really put on the pressure. Drawing into a land, so in this spot, you can just... I don't even know what to do. What you discard. If I discard the Confluence, I can activate second main. Maybe that's not super important. Let's see how much damage is this. This is going to be 8 plus 1. This is going to be 9 damage down to 3. And then the opponent really has to have something good. Oh well. Yeah, that was cool to see like a smooth sailing. Let's see if we can get the last one. Don't go anywhere, guys. Okay, last round is here. We're on the draw with our Esper pile of crap. Nice exploration. A good start. Let's see if we can... Okay, that's actually a good draw. Okay, that changes a lot. Like, that makes Glimmerlands better, makes Copter better, and then we once again try and get into a spot where Memory Lapse is a time walk. So let's see. The opponent has 3 mana to work with. Exploration and Talisman is not like the classic combo. So let's see. Which card do I want in play? I think I want Glimmerlands. Attacking for 2. Dismember was a good draw because, let's say the opponent plays some kind of big creature, try and hold the fort. Then I can clear that and attack, draw a card. But yeah, I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Let's see. Plateau makes me scared. Not a Thari, not a Thari. Teferi, okay. Teferi draw. Okay, so I actually get to untap with Memory Lapse here, I believe. I get to double attack Teferi. I think that I should start with that. I draw a card. Seasoned Hallowblade is not bad, but I think it's going to be more clutch to hold up the Lapse. Question is if it's also clutch to hold up Dismember. Dismember plus Lapse, then untap and I have 4 mana. That would be enough for Copter Hallowblade. Yeah, I'm actually going to hold up Dismember. Because I think if I can go Dismember Lapse this turn cycle, then double 2-drop next turn cycle, it's going to be pretty awesome. So let's see if my opponent can play something. Ooh. The thing about that card is, if I... Let's see. Yeah, I want to kill... Okay. It's very close that I just let it resolve, but I think this is better because I also want to kill the Teferi. Like, I really want to get the card out of here. And I think next turn, Palace Jailer is just not a good card because I'm all over the place. All over the table, rather. So we're doing good this game, but if the opponent can kind of go over the top, we can be in trouble. Like, just imagine a card that Dismember doesn't take care of. So now I think I'm just supposed to double attack Teferi. I don't think it makes sense to try and get in for 2 more damage, and if I can, like, ignore What do I know? Lightning Bolt, Swords of Plowshares. It's pretty awesome. Draw an extra card. Teferi should hit the bin here, which is pretty good for me. I like going Smuggler's Copter, Selfless Spirit, like just flyers, and I guess some kind of Wrath protection. I don't expect to get Wrath in the matchup, but never hurts. It's especially the flying that's good. Oh, okay. Who knows? We might get. I'm gonna take the life here. We might get Wrath here. That would actually be annoying. Okay, that looks like a desperation play to me, sacrificing the Waterlock Grove. Don't Wrath me, opponent! Renin 6. Okay. The opponent has some good stuff going. Kill Usher or return Grove. Okay, return Grove. Play the land. Okay. That card is fine. That is like exactly the type of card I just want to dismember, like 1-for-1, get it out of here. Wow. Okay. So let's dismember that card. Let's play Blade Splicer. Let's crew our Copter with the 1-1. Let's double attack the Ren. Let's attack the opponent. Let's draw a card from Lens first. Yeah, this is pretty awesome if you ask me. Yes. I can discard the planes, go Sewer, second main. Yeah, that card should just Alpha Strike my opponent. Wow. The opponent needs to really go big here. Just like this is like why Memory Lapse is sometimes better than a hard counter, right? We counter a card that's effective in the moment, but later on it's going to be blank, so the opponent kind of skips their draw step on top of me negating that spell. Obviously, let's say it's a game-winning play, then delaying it one turn is sometimes worse than a counter as well, but that was pretty cool. Okay, so what do we know about the opponent's deck? They're trying to... a card like Mystic Confluence is good later. I really like flyers in matchups like that. I can bring in Rafine for Figure. Question is if I want Paragon. Maybe Winds of Abandon, actually. Like, the game can go long. Maybe instead of Usher, and I'm just acknowledging that I might not be able to race my opponent. I like Elspeth as well. I mean, what can we do about Elspeth? Maybe something like Revoker is fine to cut. Unless we see, like, an obvious name. Okay, let's see if we can finish in style here. Black Lotus in our opener. Never going to complain about that. So I have Spirit and Lens turn 1 if I want to. And then I'm kind of prized into having a good attack, or it's kind of bad. I think that's reasonable. When in milling over Palace Jailer. Adeline. It's a very, very, very good standalone threat. The thing about that card is I can only play one threat then, and then I can get plowed. I kind of plowed out of the game. I'm gonna go for the double 2-drops, but even plow is even good against that draw. Selfless Spirit, Glimmer Lens, pass. Hope to not get plowed, I guess. I think this is slightly better because this starts drawing cards if unanswered. Yeah. Now I have a plan. I'm just gonna hold up Mana Leak. And if the opponent already had a plow, they would have fired it off, so... Now, like, any 1-for-1 exchange is good for me. I get in for damage, I draw a card. Let's see. Wall of Roots. I can oust that card, but only if I find an untapped land in my top 2. I think it's fine. Let's allow the wall. The opponent still don't have... I don't care about the damage, basically. I care about, you know, drawing an extra card. And the opponent missed their land drop, which is terrible. Bowmasters, not the best. So now I play tap land. I plan to mana leak my opponent's play. Then I plan to oust my opponent's Wall of Roots. Oh, yeah, strip mine. Let's see. Chances are they need it for their own mana, but who knows? White, white, green. Okay, so some kind of 4-drop. Let's see. It's not Palace Jailer. That card's gone. Paragon. I mana leak that as fast as humanly possible. Smuggler's Copter. So what happens if I... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to oust that card. Attack, draw, see what happens. Wow, okay. So now I go... Copter, pass. Now the opponent knows I don't have any more land drops, but they're also in need of land, so... Ooh, Renin 6. Renin 6 is awesome here. Let's see if we can squeeze out that card. We might be in trouble here. The opponent kills off Spirit. I don't mind that. That's a good play. Huh. Underground Sea, not the best draw. What happens if I go... Orcish? No, I feel like I have to play out a white card this turn. I need to play out a white card because I don't have any more white mana potentially after this, so... Let's check out our opponent's hand. Okay, the opponent didn't want to see any more of that. So yeah, my plan was to check my opponent's hand, delay whatever play, use this to crew the Copter. I get info, like if they have spot removal or whatever. Make sure I kill the Ren, get in for some chip damage, and then I put my opponent in a kind of a bad spot because they're so behind on board that strip mining is not really ideal. And then I can still cast... I still have like Bowmasters and Plow to crew Copter, clear the way, etc., etc. So yeah, just nice turn on Black Lotus to finish off things here. Yeah, nice little solid 2-1. I like this deck a lot. I've been drafting a little bit of white these past few times, but I mean, I think that's what the draft has given me. When life gives you lemons, you should definitely go and make lemonade. So yeah, speaking of that, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed playing a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.